What the heck is going on? It looks like 20 people who are sitting right behind Trump, so we don't know if Trump was affected by this or not, all fell ill with, quote, mysterious symptoms, mostly affecting their eyes. So perhaps it was an aerosol. It looks like there's some sort of poison attack at the last Trump rally. Not the one in New York, but the one in Tucson, Arizona, where he announced no tax for tips. Or I'm sorry, actually, no tax on overtime, I think. What's wild is this is why I believe that, first of all, there could be a completely reasonable explanation for it, which we're going to get into as possibilities, but I don't know. This is a weird one. The guy, whatever happened to the guy with the barrel yesterday, by the way, at the Trump rally? Remember how they said, oh, well, it was nothing. It was just a blue barrel, blah, 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 blah. Nothing new you see here. Whatever happened to that? I haven't seen any updates. Maybe there was some locally in New York. I don't know. I think what's happening is the machine is obviously extremely afraid. They've tried to take Trump's life at least twice, perhaps 3 times at this latest incident, fourth time. And now they're trying to intimidate Trump supporters to get them not to turn out to his rallies, to get them to be afraid. The whole thing is really, really weird. Let's look into this here. By the way, shout out to everyone who signed up over on tailgatesfortrump.com. If you sign up here with your email address, I'm going to send you a free Tailgates for Trump cookbook, which is going to have at least 20 recipes that you can just print out. We're also working on a special edition that I'm going to print out and sign and send to, I don't know how many I'll make, 100 of them or something. But if you sign up here, all I'm going to send you is information on when to vote and how to help Trump win. That's all I want. Put your real email address in, join the movement, then go check your email and confirm your subscription. You have to confirm it so that way I know my emails are getting to you. Otherwise, the system won't send it. Anyway, big email coming Friday. New 20 Trump rally attendees, not just 20 randos, by the way, the ones that were seated directly behind him in Arizona who were on stage with Trump fell sick with, quote, mysterious symptoms. According to Arizona Globe members, Latinos for Trump were rushed to the hospital with a mysterious illness. The individuals who were infected were all sitting off to the side of the stage where Trump entered. Pastor Eli Moreno and his wife Francesca said they were driving home when the symptoms began to hit. Francesca's nose started running, her vision blurred, and her face began swelling. Other attendees shared similar accounts, with multiple people being rushed to the hospital. Now, that means this isn't like mass hysteria, right? Because the symptoms started afterwards. Quote, several other attendees shared similar stories with the Arizona Globe. The reported symptoms included blurred vision, severe eye pain, so that's why I think it was airborne, and facial swelling appeared roughly 30 minutes after the rally ended. Now, maybe Trump had a presidential rip that wafted over there, but it seems unlikely. One attendee used milk to ease the burning before heading to the hospital, while another reported his face turning red and peeling. Senior advisor to Trump campaign Daniel Alvarez, says the campaign is currently collecting information.
This is where thousands of people came out to hear former President Donald Trump speak last week. There was a group of 48 people allowed to sit on stage behind Trump throughout the event. They were split into 2 groups on each side of the stage. One side seemed to walk away without any issues, but multiple people seated near each other on the other side tell me that they had to go to the emergency room after they left the event. Here tonight, for the first time, the Trump campaign is confirming that they're investigating this situation.
No taxes on Social Security benefits for our seniors.
More than 2,000 people filled up the Tucson Music Hall Thursday to hear Donald Trump's first speech in Tucson this campaign as Election Day nears. Some of his biggest supporters were allowed to sit behind him on stage. Supporters like Mayra Rodriguez, a former director of Planned Parenthood with a notable shift to being pro-life. In 2016, she sat behind presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on stage at an event And now she supports Donald Trump. She enjoyed the rally.
Staff keeps saying, from the triage nurse to the PA, and are you sure you don't get spray anything? Your symptoms look like you were sprayed something.
The News 4 Tucson investigators spoke to her the morning after the rally, Friday last week.
Still the next day, by the way.
That morning, she was nearly blind.
I can't see anything. When I try to open my eyes, it's like a white cloud covered. It hurts. It hurts a lot to open my eyes. I have this cold cloth that I put on and I take off all the time. But this is horrible.
She says the doctors weren't able to determine what exactly caused it. Her initial thought of allergies went out the window when she heard from several others seated next to her at the rally that also ended up seeking medical attention with the same.
You can see they're 10 feet from Trump. I can't tell if there's something in front of Trump there. It looks like there's something in front of him. So maybe somebody behind the curtain sprayed something. Maybe there was some AC unit that something came through there. But mainstream media is finally picking it up. This isn't some crazy, wild theory like, a guy with a huge blue barrel right out in front of the Trump rally yesterday. That was just clearly some dude training his dog. Mystery as Trump supporters suffer odd medical conditions after sitting behind former President Arizona rally. Supporters of Donald Trump say they suffered mysterious eye injuries after sitting behind him in his rally in Tucson. At least half a dozen people were seated on the stage behind Trump after the event became afflicted with a mysterious malady. Some complained of dealing with irritation in their eyes and needed medical attentions. We talked about Mayra Rodriguez. The emergency room said, hey, you were probably sprayed with something, but what was it? Nobody seems to know. I can't see anything. When I try to open my eyes, I see a bright light. It hurts. It hurts a lot to open my eyes. I have this cold cloth. I put it on. Rodriguez said that by Tuesday, her vision had slowly begun to return, and it doesn't appear to be a permanent problem. Thank goodness, right? And who knows if it was, they got a less concentrated version of what was meant for Trump. Maybe it was meant for them. I don't know, but the system is afraid. This is what I'm saying. Like, don't listen to polls. Don't listen to Polymarket. Be about your business and get this man elected. Early voting has already begun in several states. If you actually go to Tailgates for Trump and you look at the resources tab, it has a link to figure out exactly where all of your early voting is. So it's very easy to check the calendar to see which state, in whatever state you're in, when early voting starts. It's all listed by state here. Very, very easy. That's why the website is so important. I'm not even pushing stickers today because Maggie's like 100 orders behind. So I'm just gonna let it ride right now. I mean, obviously get some, but wait till she catches up before I do that again. Even here, you see here, this is from Alex Jones. Reports indicate that there may have been a third attempt on Trump's life. Approximately 20 patriots who attended Trump's high-energy rally in Tucson are now reporting having to go to the ER immediately after the rally. The attendees all suffer from symptoms like blurry vision and swelling, seriously concerning reactions that all came shortly after the rally ended. All of the affected were seated to the right of the stage where Trump made his entrance, and I'll be curious to see if there's any more individuals who had any kind of, interactions or reactions to anything. It's odd. 20 of them is not one of them. And the fact that it happened, after the fact means that it wasn't like a mass hysteria type thing or, whatever the case is. Now, maybe it's something they came into contact with earlier in that day. I don't know. This definitely doesn't sound like pepper spray. Here's what Not the Beast says. Here's what we all know. You say one of the people who taught doctors have not established the cause of their injuries, but as of Tuesday, vision was improving. Investigators spoke with a brother and sister that were seated near Mayra, and they did not want to be identified. Quote, "It keeps getting worse and worse. My eyes were watering a lot. My nose started running when I started feeling my face get really flushed, and my neck felt like it was on fire, and it just progressed from there," the sister said. Her brother told us it was all focused on my eyes. My eyes were red as heck. It's unbearable. I couldn't handle it. The other supporters who did not agree to be on camera told us about very similar injuries. One woman who was a local realtor said she had to cancel all of her showings over the weekend because she couldn't even see. The Trump campaign has acknowledged reports and have begun collecting information of the affected individuals. While there's been no official statement on the nature of the illness, a senior campaign advisor emphasized the commitment to ensuring the safety of attendees. This kind of stuff is meant to get people afraid to go see Trump. Maybe it was kind of a direct, it may have been a direct swing at Trump that missed. I don't know. Again, at the very next rally he held, there was a guy with a blue barrel who was just kind of training his dog and blah, 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 blah. That's, I mean, there's just so many dang coincidences that are happening. You know what I mean? There's so many coincidences that are happening. What was in that blue barrel? Was it meant for Trump supporters? Was it really just nothing? I don't know. I haven't seen any additional, information. This is wild. I mean, Trump's out there. He's done nearly 50 rallies or, interviews or appearances. Kamala Harris has done like 2. Every poll still has Kamala ahead, which is bonkers to me. And while he's out there trying to do it, they're trying to injure him and apparently his supporters or to scare them. I don't know. Maybe it was somebody on the panel that was like, operative that released some sort of pepper spray or something. Generally, that has a smell, though. Nobody said anything about a smell. I don't know. All I can say is register to vote. Vote early in person, okay? Vote early in person. Sign up to Tailgates for Trump. Remember to confirm your email address. Get your free fun cookbook so you can throw a Trump-themed party to register voters and to inspire people to go out and vote. I'm going to stay right here reporting on this. So make sure you subscribe or follow down below, and I'll give you all the updates as they become available. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please, again, do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.